Look what you have done. Look what you have done. Hello folks, today I'll be talking about the Packers NFL draft this past weekend. So what I'm going to do here is break it down for every player the Packers selected in this draft. So to start things off, I'm going to go with the Packers' first round pick, and they selected Eric Stokes, cornerback from Georgia. Now, Eric ran a 40-yard dash of 4.29, which is good for a corner. He weighs 194, and he has the height of 6'1". This dude is really fast. He used to be a track star, but he's very fast. Some stats about him were, in his sophomore season, he had 38 tackles, 1 sack, 9 pass breakups, and he had the second lowest completion percentage from a quarterback of allowing, and quarterback rating also in that. Final year, his junior season, he had 4 interceptions, 2 of them were pick sixes, 4 pass breakups, 20 tackles. He still has that good interception, so he went better of being a ball hawk of intercepting balls. So he can track the ball down. So he has good of flashes of good playmaking. Bad thing about him, I would say, is more trust in his coverage because he doesn't trust himself sometimes, so that hurts him. And he has a little off balance sometimes, so he needs to stay on his feet really, or else he's going to get easily burned when a wide receiver goes up on him when he goes for a fake and then goes straight. So with Eric Stokes, I think he's going to be pretty good for us. I love his fastness, so that's pretty good because Kevin King, he's not that fast. But with Eric Stokes, he's fast, so he can cover easier for us, and he can track down it and pass break up the ball. So that's what I love about Eric Stokes. He's a good just like Kevin King, except the good version of Kevin King. The fast and the pass breakups, the intercepting the ball. That's what I missed about Kevin King, of how he would do all that, and now he's not that guy he used to be. And with Eric Stokes is the guy he used to be. So this is going to be good. I don't think Eric Stokes is going to start week 1 right away since he's a rookie. He's going to learn from Kevin King and Jair Alexander. So it's going to help him a lot, and that's going to help make him a better corner to learn and not just throw the rookie right under the bus of going right in the field day 1. He's not going to start week 1 probably. He's going to develop. He's going to develop more and get better with this, and that's going to help the Packers secondary a whole lot more once he becomes that star and takes over for Kevin King and helps make that secondary so much better and one of the best secondaries in the league. All right, with the second round pick, the Packers selected is Josh Myers, center from Ohio State. Gee, the Packers did select a center from Ohio State from years ago. I wonder who that was. Oh wait, that was Corey Linsley, a center from Ohio State. Man, the Packers must love those guys from Ohio State. So this pick is to replace Corey Linsley. His height is 6'5". His weight is 310 pounds. That's a big boy. So he's very good at stopping defenders right away. He's a big, humongous guy of just right away knocks out the defender. So he's a versatile O-lineman. He played center. He did play interior guard. He's very good. He can move around, but he's most likely going to play center for the Packers to replace Corey Linsley. So he's going to learn best O-line in the league and learn under one of the best O-line coaches also. So he's going to develop more, and he's going to learn from Elgton Jenkins and Billy Turner and David Bakhtiari. He's going to learn through their system, and he's going to be good for us, I believe. Since we have a great O-line, he's going to add right to it and act like Corey Linsley was nothing. Corey Linsley, I miss you. I wish you were here, but moving on with Josh Myers. But with Josh Myers, he allowed 3 sacks last season. That's good, I would say. He's very good in the run game. He missed his senior bowl because he played through a turf toe injury in the bowl game. So the thing I like about him is he's willing to play through injury. Even if it's going to hurt his draft value or he's going to hurt him so much, he's going to still go out there and play. He doesn't care about his draft value. He doesn't care if that's going to end his career. He loves to play the football, and he's going to go out there and still be strong, even if it hurts him so badly. He's going to go out there and fight for it. And that's what I love about Josh Myers. He's a good fighter. So, again, with Josh Myers, I think this is going to help the O-line a lot. so we can keep that and have a big, huge guy and stop the Buccaneers defenders, basically. So that will be helpful for the Packers O-line. Moving on, the Packers, with the 3rd round pick, selected Amari Rodgers, wide receiver. Well, I guess we got Rodgers for a pretty long time here, so that's going to be fun. And we got that Rodgers to Rodgers connection again. Let's go. So that's going to be fun. Amari Rodgers' 40-yard dash was 4.51, so that's all right, I would say, for a wide receiver. His height is 5'10", and his weight is 209, so he's a small guy, but that's fine. Like, he's not like a number 1 wide receiver, like an outside guy. He's better in the slot, so that he's good in that, so that's going to be pretty good. He has good athleticism and good routes. Some stats for him were 77 receptions for 1,020 receiving yards. So he averaged 13.7 yards per catch last year. So that's pretty good. And it reminds me a lot of Randall Cobb, where he can do punt returns of scoring all the way for a touchdown, makes tough catches, forces a lot of missed tackles. If you watch his highlights, he makes a lot of those, which is what I loved about him. He's a gadget player, and Matt LaFleur is going to use him in so many different ways, whether it's a jet sweep, trick play, whatever. Matt LaFleur is going to use him in numerous ways, and that's going to open up so much for the Packers, because if you have him in the slot, he's going to make those tough catches and gets like wide open, because you're going to have to double coverage Davante Adams, and you have to be careful for MVS going like so fast, because MVS is fast. The only problem with MVS is he can't catch. If he can catch, he's pretty good. Like what he did in the Buccaneers NFC Championship game, he was pretty good. Now, with MVS just catching, if he catches, you would then have to be careful of MVS, because he can go so fast and get wide open in the deep end zone, which he did a lot last season. So with Davante being double coverage, that leaves you wide open with Amari Rodgers. And then you also have to watch out for Robert Tonyan when he's going to go for it in the end zone too. So you have to be careful, because we just added another weapon to this Packers offense. When we had like number 1 offense from last season, it's going to be so much good with having Amari in that, and have a 3rd wide receiver. Also creates a depth there too, so that's going to be good for us. And then you have the running game too for us. So it's going to be so good with Amari Rodgers in that offense, and that's going to help the Packers a lot better if they have to get a slot guy, because they did not have the slot guy that we want besides Davante Adams, because they just moved Davante outside and slot. It's going to like help the Packers get another slot guy and be good at that part. And another thing about Amari Rodgers is his father is the wide receiver coach for the Baltimore Ravens, and he coached Randall Cobb when Randall Cobb went to Kentucky. And Amari and Cobb have good relationships with each other because they've known each other for a while. So Cobb is going to help tell him about Rodgers, like the Aaron Rodgers, for goodness sake. He's going to tell him about Aaron Rodgers, of what he likes, he doesn't like, and how he can be helpful with Aaron Rodgers. So that's going to be good with that relationship a lot. So that's pretty good. All right, moving on to the Packers' 4th round pick. They selected Royce Newman, offensive tackle from Mississippi. His weight is 3'10", height 6'5", so he's another big guy of O-linemen. So Gutekunst loves to draft O-linemen and be big and strong guys. With Royce Newman, he's a versatile O-lineman. He played guard like before, but he started at right tackle. He's good with his feet moving, so he has good placement, where to go and not be off balance, so that's pretty good. And he allowed 1 sack in 416 pass blocks. That is pretty good, and you have to give credit to Newman for that. That's what I like about Newman. He's a versatile guy, and he doesn't allow that many sacks. So that could be, again, another good depth for the Packers O-line and create competition for that O-line. So I like this pick of the Packers making with Royce Newman. So I like that. Moving on to the Packers' 5th round pick. They selected Tedarrell Slaton, or short for TJ Slaton, defensive tackle from Florida. His height is 6'4", weight is 330. So he's a humongous giant, for goodness sake, of being so huge, and what I mentioned with those O-linemen before, being a huge, big guys. His 40-yard dash was a 5.08. I think that's good. Even though it's like not a good like 40-yard dash for anyone, it's good for his position, so I like that. He's very good at stopping the run. He can disrupt the pockets, and he's okay in the pass, but with stopping the run, that's a thing that Packers are not good at, because you can go look at last year or the year before the NFC Championship when we could not stop the run at all. We lost some games, like Dalvin Cook's game when he was in Lambeau, killing us because the Vikings just ran the ball all day and we couldn't do anything about that. But with this, it helps stop the run and helps the Packers D-line get so much better with having him, Kenny Clark, the best nose tackle I would say in the league, and you have Kingsley Kuechly, who I think he would do a phenomenal job with the Packers this upcoming year and have a big improvement. So I think this Packers D-line will get so much better, and Slayton can also be a rotational player too in that line. So I think this is going to be good for the Packers D-line, helps make the defense good. Another 5th round pick the Packers selected was Shamar Jean Charles, cornerback from Appalachian State. His height is 5'11", weight is 190, his 40-yard dash was 4.52. So the thing I don't like about him is he lacks length. That's like the main issue I have with him. But he's very good on special teams. And some stats about him are he broke up 27 passes in the last 2 seasons, which is pretty good from what I like. Another thing is he has good skills at knowing how to track down the ball, how to pick it off. He knows how to do that stuff, which is what I also like about him. So with this pick, it's just to provide more depth in the Packers cornerback department and create competition for that. So he's going to try to compete with Chan Sullivan most likely for that job. Moving on to the Packers' 6th round pick, they selected Cole Van Lanen, offensive lineman from Wisconsin, the homeboy who went to high school in Wisconsin and he went to Wisconsin College. So he's been around Wisconsin his whole life. His weight is 305 pounds. His height is 6'4", so like another big guy Gutekunst likes to take. He's good in the run game, good technique. He struggles against speedy rushers in the pass block. Like, he can't like hold on very long if it's like a fast guy like Aaron Donald, for example. Like, he couldn't hold on to him very quickly. Like, he's not that good against that. Or like Darius Leonard from the Colts, like he couldn't hold on to him that long. But like in the run game, he's very good. So he's got to improve in his pass game, but he's very good in the run game. So that can help the Packers run game a lot. And this is just another O-line depth because we lack depth in this offensive line. So this just provides us more O-line. Another 6th round pick the Packers selected was Isaiah McDuffie, linebacker from Boston College. He went to the same college as A.J. Dillon did, and A.J. Dillon's pretty happy about the Packers selecting him. His height is 6'1", his weight is 227, and his 40-yard dash was 4.59. That's not a good 40-yard dash from what I would say. Like, that's not good. Like, you need to be faster for, like, that position, I would say. Some stats about him: had over 107 tackles, 6.5 of them were loss of tackles, 3 sacks. So this is good he can make tackles, but can he be consistent is what I would love to see from him. If he can be consistent, then that linebacker will be good for the Packers. So that would help the Packers because they struggled with tackling numerous guys last year. Like, you can go back to the Alvin Kamara game. Even though we beat the Saints, on that one play where Kamara just runs so deep for that touchdown, that's because we had so many missed tackles. Now, if McDuffie can make those tackles, that would be good for us. He's undersized, which is another issue. That's a problem with him in the NFL. But a great thing about him, though, is he's a great on special teams, and he can be a rotational player. So he will compete for linebacker position with Chris Barnes and Kamal Martin. Even though I don't think he's going to win the starting job, I think he'll be like the next guy up if one of those two goes down. So he's got to be ready for that. And I think he's going to be phenomenal on the special teams for us. And the last pick for the Packers of the 2021 NFL Draft, they select Kylan Hill, running back, Mississippi State. His height is 5'10", weight 214. His 40-yard dash was 4.57. So he's a small guy. Didn't do that much last season because he opted out after 3 games. Some of his stats for that year were 1,350 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns on 242 carries, and he did better than the Chiefs running back and Najee Harris, who just got picked up by the Steelers in the draft. He did better than them in 2019. So another thing I liked about this kid was he reminds me a little bit of Aaron Jones, where he can pass catch, have quickness, he has great athleticism and great agility, but he had 720 yards after contact. So after contact he made with the defender, he ran like over 720 yards with those, like every time he made contact with them. But another thing I also like is his versatility. So that's another good thing I like about him. But this move is just to give running back depth for the Packers running because they lost Jamal Williams. So this is just a replacement for Jamal Williams. And if Dylan or Jones goes down, Hill can be there to step it up for the Packers. So in case one of those guys goes down, he's right there to save us. And that is the breakdown for the Packers 2021 NFL Draft. Let me hear what you guys think about Packers picks. What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? What do you wish the Packers went after more? What do you think they did right? What do you think they did wrong? Please let me know in the comments section, please. And hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video, please. I would appreciate that so much. And now we have to deal with a long season of him. So this is going to be a long season, especially for Packer fans. So we're going to have to wait till week 1. And the schedule comes out soon for the Packers also. So we're going to have to wait and see of what happens with him. Otherwise, we got Love starting for us. So that's going to be fun. Yep, that's going to be really fun. Just watching this drama go throughout the whole summer. That's going to ruin my summer probably. Oh well. That's it. Go Pack Go.